हेलो एवरीवन। लास्ट दो लेक्चर्स में हमने एंटी माइक्रोबियल रेजिस्टेंस के बारे में पढ़ा था। नाउ इस लेक्चर में वील सी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस एंड मोस्ट हाई यील्ड क्वेश्चंस एंड कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑन एंटी माइक्रोबियल रेजिस्टेंस, जो कि इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके नीट पीजी, आईएनआई, सीटी एंड एफएमजी के लिए। लेट्स स्टार्ट। नाउ वील स्टार्ट विद द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस. So question 1, it came in year NEET PG 2021. The question was, which of the following drugs acts by inhibiting the transcription of DNA to RNA? ठीक है. Now if you remember last two lectures मैंने कहा था ये mechanism of action of antibiotic, this slide is extremely important क्योंकि direct questions इससे आ सकते हैं. तो let's quickly revise हमने क्या पढ़ा था. So I have told you that this was a, use your imagination. This was a bacterial fort. अब इस bacterial fort को antibiotic attack कर रहा था. The first antibiotic attacking on the bacterial cell wall क्या था वो? Beta use van force to break the wall. So beta-lactams, vancomycin and phosphomycin. After that, the antibiotics acting on the cell membrane was drilling and punching holes to D, P, daptomycin and polymyxin B. उसके बाद antibiotic acting on the protein synthesis inhibitor. Antibiotic which was binding to 30th subunit of ribosome, उसका mnemonic था attack at 30. ATT, aminoglycoside, tetracycline and tigecycline. Antibiotics binding to the 50th subunit of ribosome, उसका mnemonic था targeting the main control line. Macrolides, chloramphenicol, clindamycin and linezolid. After that, antibiotic which was attacking the kitchen, the energy supply of the bacterial fort, that is attacking the folic acid pathway, that was cotrimoxazole. After that, it was the antibiotic attacking the blueprint room, that is the nucleic acid. उसका mnemonic था Rhea had flu, so she took the metro. Okay, Rhea flew metro. So the rifamycin, it was attacking your RNA polymerase. Okay, R for rifamycin, R for RNA polymerase. Your fluoroquinolones, it was attacking your DNA gyrase and topoisomerase 4. Okay, metronidazole also attacking your DNA strands. Okay, also attacking DNA here. अब based on this हमारा आंसर क्या होगा? क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है? Which of the following drugs acts by inhibiting transcription of DNA to RNA? मतलब it is indirectly asking which of the following drug here inhibits your RNA polymerase. ठीक है, because RNA polymerase is the one which was doing the transcription DNA to RNA conversion. Polymerase. So answer is your rifampicin. ठीक है. Now let's quickly rule out other options also. नाइट्रोफ्यूरेंटॉइन का मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन क्या है? सी, नाइट्रोफ्यूरेंटॉइन का मेन मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन है इट कन्वर्ट्स टू हाईली रिएक्टिव इंटरमीडिएट्स. ओके, हाईली रिएक्टिव इंटरमीडिएट्स. ये जो हाईली रिएक्टिव इंटरमीडिएट्स है ये क्या करता है? इट विल डैमेज द DNA, it will damage the protein synthesis of the bacteria. ठीक है, ये हो गया नाइट्रोफ्यूरेंटॉइन का मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन. सिप्रोफ्लॉक्स का था, सिप्रोफ्लॉक्स इज अ फ्लोरोक्विनोलोन. फ्लोरोक्विनोलोन का क्या है? इनहिबिटिंग DNA gyrase and topoisomerase 4. ठीक है. And novobiocin. Well, novobiocin also acts by inhibiting the DNA gyrase, but इसका जो site of inhibition है DNA gyrase is different from that of the fluoroquinolones. So don't get confused. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Next question, it came in, ये question आया था जिपमर 2019 में. सी, जिपमर अब अलग से एग्जाम नहीं होता. ओके, ये अब INI CT के अंदर आता है, but this question and this concept still remains important. तो question था, which is not a bacterial drug resistance mechanism. What all bacterial drug resistance mechanism that we know? सबसे पहला आता है efflux pump, मतलब antibiotic is thrown out before it reaches its target site. ठीक है. Second आता है alteration in the porin channel. पोरिन चैनल क्लोज हो गया तो एंटीबायोटिक एंटर ही नहीं कर पाया. क्लोजिंग द गेट, शटिंग द गेट, बैक्टीरिया शट्स इट गेट. थर्ड आता है ड्रग इनएक्टिवेशन, एंजाइमेटिक इनएक्टिवेशन, using bacteria producing enzyme like your beta lactamase, okay, and cutting the beta lactam antibiotics. So that is the another resistance mechanism. उसके बाद आता है टारगेट साइट मॉडिफिकेशन. वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल इसका होता है MRSA. मतलब what the what the bacteria will do is it will change its target site. So antibiotic जो bind करने आएगा उसे अपना पुराना target site मिलेगा ही नहीं. So as a result what will happen? The antibiotic won't be able to function. Now let's see. The first option is by synthesizing enzyme against antibiotic, enzymatic activation. ये एक bacterial drug resistance mechanism है. उसके बाद आता है by altering the porin channel. ये भी एक mechanism है. Shutting the gate. उसके बाद आता है by actively effluxing the drug out. ये भी एक resistance mechanism है. Throwing the drug को निकाल के बाहर फेंक दिया बैक्टीरिया ने. अब इनहिबिटिंग डीएनए गाइरेज और टोपोआइसोमरेज एक्टिविटी, ये एक ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस मैकेनिज्म है नहीं, ये एंटीबायोटिक का मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन है अगेंस्ट द बैक्टीरिया, टारगेटिंग द बैक्टीरिया. ये कौन सी एंटीबायोटिक का मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन है? फ्लूरोक्विनोलॉन्स. ओके, क्लियर? आई होप दैट इज क्लियर. नाउ these were the two questions which was your previous year questions. Now let's see some high yield concepts. Mechanism of resistance in MRSA. Now let's quickly revise the story of MRSA. Now हमें पता है कि scientists did a great job after discovering the penicillin. Penicillin discover हुआ, but penicillin जब discover हुआ, so there were certain bacteria like your Staph aureus, they developed a scissor, an enzyme जो क्या कर रहा था, वो penicillin के बीटा लैक्टम रिंग को कट कर दे रहा था. तो उन एंजाइम का नाम रहा बीटा लैक्टमेज. ठीक है. सो अब साइंटिस्ट वे लाइक अब तो हमें कोई और इससे ऊपर जाना होगा, इससे और बेटर एंटीबायोटिक लाना होगा. सो व्हाट दे डिड वाज दे डेवलप्ड मेथिसिलिन. मेथिसिलिन का बल्कि साइड चेन होता है. क्या होता है? इट हैज अ बल्कि साइड चेन, सो द बीटा लैक्टमेज उस पर एक्ट नहीं कर पाता है. दिस एंटीबायोटिक वाज पेनिसिलिनेज रेजिस्टेंट पेनिसिलिन. ठीक है, इन्हें कहते थे पेनिसिलिनेज रेजिस्टेंट पेनिसिलिन. ठीक है. अब पेनिसिलिनेज क्या है? पेनिसिलिनेज इज अ काइंड ऑफ बीटा लैक्टमेज, अर्ली बीटा लैक्टमेज जो स्टाफ ऑरियस प्रोड्यूस करता था. ठीक है. सो सिंस ये मेथिसिलिन इट वाज रेजिस्टेंट टू दीस पेनिसिलिनेज, इन एंटीबायोटिक्स का नाम रखा गया पेनिसिलिनेज रेजिस्टेंट पेनिसिलिन. ओके, यू गाइस आर हियर विद मी. नाउ अब Staph aureus is not liking this. It's like अब हमें कुछ और करना पड़ेगा. What they did was they acquired a gene. What was that gene? It was the MECA gene. अब इस MECA gene ने क्या किया? इस MECA gene ने सी ये जितनी भी बीटा लैक्टम्स है, पेनिसिलिन, मेथिसिलिन, what is their target site? Their target site is penicillin binding protein. MECA gene ने इस target site को change कर दिया. Instead of penicillin binding protein, it changed it to penicillin binding protein 2A. So when methicillin went and tried to bind with that target site in the bacteria, हो नहीं पा रहा था. So if this is your methicillin, okay, these both are your methicillin. Both are methicillin. So since methicillin bind करता है penicillin binding protein से, but MECA gene आने के चलते target site change to penicillin binding protein 2A. Now यहाँ पे binding of the antibiotic, target site not happening. So change in target site modification led to development of MRSA, methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. So mechanism of resistance in MRSA is altered penicillin binding protein, target site modification. ठीक है. बीटा लैक्टमेज क्या है? बीटा लैक्टमेज इज अ काइंड ऑफ enzymatic inactivation. ठीक है, enzymatic inactivation. ये दोनों में दिखता है, ग्राम पॉजिटिव ग्राम नेगेटिव बैक्टीरिया में. ठीक है. अब इफ्लक्स, इफ्लक्स में क्या पढ़ा था हमने? इफ्लक्स का मतलब था throwing the drug out. Now this mechanism of action is mostly for your tetracyclines, your macrolides and your fluoroquinolones. Okay, your fluoroquinolones. It is not a main mechanism, resistance mechanism for your MRSA. Now thick wall, you see sometimes your Staph aureus. ठीक है, sometimes क्या होता है? Staph aureus it increases the thickness of its cell wall, जिसके चलते antibiotic जो है it cannot enter and reach its target site. This mechanism of resistance is mostly seen in your VISA, vancomycin intermediate Staph aureus. ठीक है? So if you get a question of mechanism of resistance in VISA, vancomycin intermediate Staph aureus, the answer will be increasing wall or the thickness of the wall, increase in thickness of the wall. ठीक है? Now let's move to the next question. Vancomycin acts by. Vancomycin का mechanism of action क्या है? Now नॉर्मली क्या होता है, नॉर्मली जो पेप्टोग्लाइकन है, द पेप्टोग्लाइकन, एवरी पेप्टोग्लाइकन इट एंड्स विद द डी दिस इज हाउ इट्स एंडिंग एंड दिस इज द पार्ट वेयर दे क्रॉस लिंक विथ ईच अदर. ठीक है, तो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन अ नॉर्मल बैक्टीरियल सेल वॉल. पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन है, ये एंड कर रहा है डी से, एंड टू पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन यूनिट आर क्रॉस लिंक, गेटिंग क्रॉस लिंक्ड with the help of this D-alanine. This is happening normally. अब vancomycin इसी को टारगेट करता है. See, what is vancomycin doing and coming and inhibiting the cross linking. So cross linking नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? बैक्टीरिया का सेल वॉल स्ट्रेंथन नहीं होगा, बैक्टीरिया will die. So this is the mechanism of action of vancomycin. So binding to D-alanine. Other options, inhibits transpeptidase. What is transpeptidase? Transpeptidase is penicillin binding protein. Okay, this is seen in beta lactams, all your beta lactam. Okay, inhibits of MURA. A is seen in phosphomycin. Okay, and inhibits 50S. उसका निमोनिक मैंने बताया था. It was main control line. Macrolides, chloramphenicol, clindamycin and linezolid. Clear? Now let's go to the next question. Amblers class of ESBL. Which ESBL belongs to which Amblers classification? Now let's quickly, मैंने already ये part 1 of antimicrobial resistance में पूरा explain किया है. So here I'll quickly cover up जो भी important है to this question. See, beta lactam antibiotics है. Okay, what is common in beta lactam antibiotics? They have a beta lactam ring. Okay, this is common to all beta lactam antibiotics. Now bacteria to survive and to make antibiotics inactive एक enzyme produce करता है, वो होता है beta lactamase. ठीक है, अब see, beta lactamase एक single enzyme नहीं होता है. Beta lactamase is a family of enzymes. ठीक है, now these family of enzymes को अब क्लासिफाई करते हैं. कैसे क्लासिफाई करते हैं? इट इज क्लासिफाइड ऑन योर Amblers classification. Many classifications are there, but Amblers classification is one of the classification. It is a structural classification. ठीक है, structural classification. So your Amblers class A, C and D, they are your serine beta lactamase. Okay, मतलब they use serine to inactive the beta lactam ring. Your Amblers class B is MBL, metallo beta lactamase. क्यों? It uses zinc ion to inactivate the beta lactam ring of the antibiotic. आया समझ में? ठीक है. Now let's see all the classes. First is class A, which is ESBL. ESBL का full form होता है extended spectrum beta lactamase. Now ESBL, what does it cut? I'm sorry, I'll just remove this. So ESBL, it cuts the, now see, extended spectrum beta lactamase, think of it like your extended family. So what does it cut? It will cut your penicillin, it will cut all your first, second, third cousin, first, second, third generation cephalosporin and your monobactam uncle. What does it not cut? It won't cut your carbapenems and your cefamycin like cefoxitin. Most common ESBL in India is your CTXM. ठीक है, उसके बाद आता है Amblers classification C, also known as AMP-C. Now AMP-C क्या कट करता है? Everything that ESBL cuts plus your cefamycin, cefoxitin. Now one very important point of AMP-C is AMP-C inducible होता है. ठीक है, इंड्यूसिबल का सिंपल मतलब इंड्यूस होना, मतलब in all these organisms, okay, your Serratia, Providentia, indole positive Proteus, Citrobacter or Enterobacter. All these spice organisms, the AMSI is inducible. मतलब in all these organisms, the third generation cephalosporins, okay, जो third generation cephalosporins हैं, they will first appear sensitive, but during the therapy क्या होता है, they become resistant. Why? Because of AMP-C. Okay, so this is what I meant by inducible. Means in all these organisms, after using third generation cephalosporin, this AMP-C, this class of this Ambler's class, AMP-C becomes inducible. It becomes activated. Clear? What does it not cut? Carbapenems. So see, अभी तक carbapenem हमारा hero है, but bacteria is like ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. So what has it developed now? It has developed carbapenemase. Okay. So class B, metallobeta-lactamase. Okay. Most common in India is NDM, New Delhi metallobeta-lactamase. It is a carbapenemase. What it is cutting? Everything which is AMC is cutting plus carbapenem. Okay. So it's not, what does not cut? It doesn't cut like everything, it's cutting everything. So this part is empty. Then comes your class D. Now class D, C, main important is your class A, C and B. Class D is variable. Some class D, some of your some enzymes of class D might cut carbapenem, some won't. Okay. So Ambler's class of ESBL is it class B? No. Class B is NDM. Is it class A? Yes, it's class A. Is it class D? No, class D was your variable one. Remember? And class C is your AMP-C, which is inducible. Okay? Understood? Now, next question. A patient on ceftriaxone for Enterobacter infection suddenly develops resistance during therapy. Most likely mechanism is, just now I have told you this concept. See, whenever you see such point, okay, sorry, whenever you see such points where Enterobacter hai, there's a sudden resistance on ceftriaxone to therapy है, mostly third generation cephalosporins, तुरंत दिमाग में आना है spice organism, Serratia, Pseudomonas, indole positive, Proteus, Citrobacter and Enterobacter. So ये क्या है? They are, यहाँ पे क्या याद आना है आपको? AMP-C. AMP-C क्या था? AMP-C inducible था. Initially susceptible to third generation cephalosporin but resistant during therapy due to inducible AMP-C beta-lactamase. ठीक है? In cases में, because of this phenomena, ceftriaxone should be avoided even if the report says sensitive. ठीक है? Clinically, this is a practice which should be followed. Preferred drugs क्या होने चाहिए? या तो carbapenems होने चाहिए या cefepime, depending on severity. Cefepime is the 4th generation cephalosporin. Clear? Okay. Now let's move to the last question. Which resistance mechanism is most non-specific to a particular class of antimicrobials? Now let's see all the antimicrobial resistance mechanism which we know. Sorry. Yeah. So first was your target modification. Target modification में क्या आ रहा था? Your methicillin resistant Staph aureus. क्या हो रहा था MRSA में? Penicillin binding protein से penicillin binding protein 2A में change हो जा रहा था. ठीक है? Now this target modification is also seen in fluoroquinolones. Fluoroquinolones में क्या होता है target modification? Fluoroquinolones normally binds to DNA gyrase. But target modification में बैक्टीरिया क्या करता है? DNA gyrase को जो बाइंडिंग साइट है फ्लोरोक्विनोलॉन्स का उसको मॉडिफाई कर देता है. ठीक है? नाउ दिस इज ऑल्सो अ बिट एंटीमाइक्रोबियल क्लास स्पेसिफिक बैक्टीरियल रेजिस्टेंस मैकेनिज्म. ठीक है? सेकेंड आता है ड्रग का इनएक्टिवेशन. सो ये हमें किस में देखने को मिलता है? बीटा लैक्टमेज में. ओके, इन बोथ योर ग्राम पॉजिटिव एंड ग्राम नेगेटिव. Aminoglycoside modifying enzyme also seen in both gram positive and gram negative. Chloramphenicol acetyl transferase, this is mostly seen in your Enterobacteriaceae. Okay, Enterobacteriaceae. Now you see ये जो बैक्टीरिया का रेजिस्टेंस मैकेनिज्म है, दिस इज ऑल्सो बिट स्पेसिफिक. ओके, नेक्स्ट आता है योर इफ्लक्स पम्प. इफ्लक्स पम्प क्या है? बैक्टीरिया जो है एंटीबायोटिक को बाहर निकाल देता है. नाउ दिस इज सीन इन E. coli against chloramphenicol, Staphylococci against macrolides and your streptogramins, in Staphylococcus aureus and Streptococcus pneumonia against fluoroquinolones. So, out of all these, you can see this one, your efflux pump, your third efflux pump one is more generalized, okay? So, it's more non-specific. Clear? So, which resistance mechanism is most non-specific to a particular class of antimicrobials? It will be efflux pump, okay? Drug modification, we understood. Target mimicry. See, don't get confused with target mimicry. Target mimicry is like target modification only, ठीक है? यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? Like your vancomycin. Vancomycin का target क्या है? D-alanine. D-alanine. So, sometimes what bacteria will do, it will change its target site. Target को mimicry कर लेगा. Means instead of D-alanine, the target becomes D-alanine, D-lactate. Clear? Okay. It is most commonly seen in vancomycin resistance enterococci, VRE. ठीक है. So एक तो हो गया, पहला हो गया enzymatic modification. Okay, drug modification by enzyme, the enzymatic modification, then target mimicry, target modification, very similar, and your efflux pump. So the correct answer, the most non-specific resistance mechanism is efflux pump. Okay, so whatever I have discussed till now is important. All the concepts here, every question with all the options which I have discussed, ये high yield concepts है. ये आपको एक question के form में या उसके options के form में आ सकते हैं. So please go through it. So if you have seen my top antimicrobial part 1 and part 2 and this compilation of all these questions, then your whole concept, your core concepts of antimicrobials will be done. It will be good. Okay. Thank you.